Alright. Back for more. There's the results that we had in Australia. You can see the championship standings results from Australia. Continue the championship. If I hit tab. That's our settings, but I want to see if I can change the AI. Yeah. Before we go to China here, we got Shanghai. It's never been a particularly great circuit. I've never gone particularly well at this circuit, but yeah, we'll give it our best shot. I think I got a decent setup for this track. We're gonna drive it in free practice. I know I've got free practice just so I can kind of, you know, test the setups and things like that before we race them for real. So we're gonna do the same. We're gonna do the same for every track because I'm getting these setups from Steam.
And I hope you're as excited as we are for today's practice session here at the Shanghai International Circuit. This 5.45 kilometer track provides both low-speed cornering and a long high-speed straight, a combination that will challenge even the most experienced driver. Now then, Anthony Davidson, we've had some really strategic races over the past couple of years, thanks to the current three-tyre compound system, and of course the groundwork for all those strategies comes from the free practice sessions like this one. So what do you think of the current tyre regulations?
Well, they've created some, I wouldn't say exciting necessarily, but certainly interesting races. There have been a lot more questions around, like how long can someone stay out on this set, or will they have the pace to catch another car if they suddenly bolted on a set of ultra softs, things like that. When everything comes together, we end up with multiple cars nose to tail on different tyres, all fighting for track position. So on the whole, it's definitely been a positive step, I feel, for the sport.
There's something I need to do. So anyway, as I was saying before Crofty interrupted me, I get all these setups from the Steam Workshop. Let's do... It might be under Gamma. Is it? Yeah, let's just do a small Gamma adjustment from whatever it was. I noticed that on the stream it's a little bit dark, at least from on my computer. But yeah, we're getting these setups from the Steam Workshop. I've got one. If I do, is it this? Load Steam Workshop. So I'm gonna grab this setup and then click on it, and this is Australia. This is what we ran.
If you need to find some more time, remember
Jeff,
that corner
please.
exit is more important than corner entry. Slow in, fast out, smooth on the power.
Thank you, Jeff. This is what we ran in Australia last night. 4-5 wings differential. Suspension stuff. Brakes. Just gonna show it. All of it. I think I bumped. I don't know if I altered the brake pressure. I think I put brake pressure to like 85 for Australia. But anyway, load this first one with this small C. This is going to be the car setup we're going to run here in Shanghai. 5.4. Differential. Suspension stuff. I think of brake pressure, yeah, we could definitely bump that up. So brake pressure, I think you want pretty high here. You got the heavy braking into turn 1 and heavy braking into at the end of the straight. So let's go out on a set. So medium is the hardest compound tire. Let's go on a set of sauce. We got a short practice session here to just kind of fine angle the setup, and we're just gonna do straight go to track. Hi. Talking to my cat. So this is a pretty heavy braking zone. Locked up, so that's a little bit deep on the brakes. Got it. It's brake bias. Okay, that needs to be up to like 56. This snailing section is so difficult. It's hard to get traction out of there. Okay. This might be a lift in the race. Just to save tires. It's coming in too hot through this section. I don't know how much fuel Jeff has put in. Always was tough to get traction out of here.
Fuel is marginal. We're close to using up the load. Pit in within
You guys-
2 laps.
You guys barely put any fuel in the damn car. Every single time. How am I supposed to turn more than one lap? Well, I missed the pit entrance anyway, so I'm going around again. I need to get a feel for the car.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
It's very slidey on the brakes. So there's a couple of things that could be worked on. Not as good coming out of there as the AI are going to be, but that's fine.
Come in this lap, please. Box this lap.
Brake about right. There, that seems perfect. Okay, I'm gonna have to pit, so let's practice pit lane entrance. China has a very weird pit lane entrance. $80 kph. Got it. Got the pit lane speed limit. Of course, we'll practice that like 2 or 3 more times before the end of the session, just because we want to make sure we're comfortable with the pit lane entrance. It's a little bit weird. This could this be a 1-stop? This has always been a very difficult track to 1-stop unless you start on the middle compound tire. We're going to be starting on the softest tire, and I remember this game being very hard on tires at China, so it always kind of has been very difficult to make tires last at this track. So a couple changes that need to be made to the car setup once it allows me to press setup. There we go.
Our
So
best lap so far is a 1 minute 40.0.
what we need to do is we need to tweak the car. It's not a suspension thing. It's not a roll bar issue. Let's see. Let's try a different, drop the rear pressure by 2 and then just put the ballast here. So the ballast more forward is going to give us a little more understeer. Let's go out. Well, actually, I need that tablet, don't I? Yeah. Let's not. Well, how much wear did I put on that tire? 9%. Let's go out on a set of mediums. I want to see how that hard medium tire feels. So, yeah, let's do that. How does the hardest compound tire feel here? Remember, I said in Australia that... Oh, this is something I need to do. Drop that by like a click. I said in Australia that it feels like the harder compound tires just do not vibe very well with the Ferrari. So I don't expect us to go faster on this medium tire, but let's see. Much more under control. Oh, except for through the second section. I always found that corner to be so awkward. Can't get out of there without putting a lot of understeer through the car. So this is flat even in the medium compound tire, that's good to know. That's not good. I gotta be careful coming out of there.
Box
How
this
much
lap, please. Box this lap.
power I put down, that's right. I forgot to put more fuel in the car because these guys are freaking idiots. And can't give me enough fuel to actually do a long run. That's fine, because I did want to see how the medium tire feels. Do I have enough fuel to come back in? You know what, screw it, I'm staying out. You can't stop me. Sorry, Jeff, you can't stop me. We need to run on the softest compound. Just to see how that feels and do like a run on that tire. And the medium doesn't feel bad right now. Not even a great first lap, and the lap is already 9/10 faster.
Nice lap. We're now in P5.
That's my race number. Sebastian Vettel's race number 5. Just plant that right foot. It's never a great track for me. Bahrain will be where it should be. Bahrain's a really always been a decent track for me. There we go. That corner's gonna be hard. This is gonna be a 2-stop. For sure. 2-stop race easily.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Well, I don't really care. I'm gonna just use the menu to do something. What the hell was that? Okay, thank you, game. Alright, return. So that was the hardest compound tire. And we're P5 or something like that, so maybe it bodes well for our race. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. I mean, the hardest compound tire, yeah, we'll be fine. Because we're about to put the softest compound tire on. Gonna kind of mask our pace by putting some fuel in the car as well. The old Mercedes style trick. There it is. No, we want to do like 7 laps.
Our best
Of
lap
fuel.
so far is a 1:38.5.
I feel like there was something I wanted to change other than the tire and the fuel. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's go out. Let me drop this one more. All right, let's go out. I did bump up the gamma a couple of ticks. It still seems dark even on my screen. But I don't know. So I know that this is where you want to brake about right there, just before the curve starts. Or at least that's what works for me.
Kimi is in P3.
What tire is Kimi on though? That's a critical piece of information that you are leaving out. Yeah, engine braking is superior to actual using the brake. At least while turning. Yeah, it's flat. We've got pace in that middle sector. This should be a pretty good lap time for the practice session anyway. All that downshifting is so good. P3.
That last lap gives you P3. We're in P3 now.
We're gonna cool it down and then we'll do another lap. I have pace over Hamilton though, but it wasn't a perfect lap. But I'm just getting the hang of the track. I'm gonna cool it down, go again. And it will be time to start in for qualifying. So it'll probably be a lift like this in the race just to save the tires a bit. So hard not to want to go flat out through a lot of this track. Hopefully we have pace over Hamilton and Merck. But this I think was a Merck track. Was this a Merck track in 2017? I watched that race. 2017 was one of the better races because we had this long DRS straight that I'm on right now, and no one could even overtake, even with DRS. I watched the 17 race back last December. All right, so we're gonna do another little push lap, and it was actually pretty good racing. And I never really consider Shanghai to have the greatest racing. Pretty decent layout though in terms of the way the track is built, designed, laid out. Try to get tight here so you can switch it back here. Don't lock up like that. Not great traction out of there. Middle sector there is ours. Shanghai is actually unusually a high downforce track. You wouldn't think so with this long straight, but it is.
That lap puts you in P2. P2 that last lap.
I should have gone first gear there just so I could get the rotation. So I'm not getting the rotation in second gear. So we're gonna pit now. Just practice pit entry one more time.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Thank you, Pascal. Track feels very slippery right now.
P4 at the moment.
Doesn't feel like there's a ton of grip. Oh, we went P2. So we were very, very close to Hamilton. Look at our lap time. It's all very close. Look at the lap time we did and the lap time Ricardo did. It's all very close. .47 hundredths of a second difference between me and Ricardo in the practice session, of course. So there's your pit entry. Let's get in here. Come on, boys, let's go. We're gonna do qualifying now. We're pretty much ready. I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot of changes to be made. Car feels good as it is. So I'm not gonna do too much to really change the setup, because I like the setup where it is. So if I can, there we go. Look at the session settings, the timings. There's the differences. Wow, this is going to be... if that's qualifying pace... Oh, Kimi's pretty close on a soft tire. That's concerning. He's very fast right now. Yeah, this qualifying, if that indicates qualifying, this could be very, very intense in qualifying. So we could have a good one. There's Daniel Ricciardo. He is first in this session, though. Currently on the medium tire, but his fastest was set on the soft tire, or super soft tire. Yeah. It's gonna it's gonna rain for early in the first qualifying session. It may rain for that entire first qualifying session.
Best lap so far is
Clear for the
1
race.
minute 37.0.
So dry race. Let's... No, sorry, wrong button. Whoops. No, I don't need this. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Let's dive into here. Go to advanced qualifying. Yes.
As all the cars are
I
now
might...
over the line, your
Oh,
top
yeah.
3 again
This is going to be a good one.
Ricciardo, Vettel, and Lewis Hamilton. That concludes an interesting practice session. Let's hope for more excitement as the weekend unfolds.
Yes, let's do. So, I'm going to put a touch more downforce on. I think maybe a click on the front and rear, because I like that balance. I just want a little more aerodynamic grip before we jump out onto the track for qualifying. Now, qualifying isn't as important here, but yeah, obviously the better
We'd like to
we
welcome
qualify,
you from wherever in the world you join us today for
the
this
easier it makes
F1 qualifying session
for
here
life
in
on us.
Shanghai, China. With the weather as it is today, Anthony Davidson, we have, to some extent, to throw the form book out of the window. Who do you see having the advantage on this slippery, unpredictable track surface?
Traditionally, these are very Adrian Newey conditions. The Red Bull's habit of creating incredible downforce coupled with the high rake they like to run is perfect for the wet, and it's helped them close the power gap a number of times over recent years. I think Force India as well, always a bit of a dark horse in changeable conditions, and of course the McLarens have a fairly good chassis. Having said that, I don't want to make a firm prediction. More than performance, the deciding factor is going to be the timing. The level of wetness out on the track is going to constantly rise and fall, and anyone who can find that perfect window when it's at its driest will have a big advantage out there.
Alright, so hopefully it doesn't rain for too long. If we
Okay,
dive
you should
into...
be able to get into the next qualifying session easily, so try to get a hot lap in early so we can save the tyres.
Yeah, I know we need to kind of save tires. Give me the setup anyway. We need to change tire. Well, it's going to give us intermediates already, isn't it? Oh. It's not giving me inters. It's giving me slicks. And it's a 17 minutes remaining. Oh, and there's probably no point in doing a lap on inters, is there? Let's add some wing. 1, 2. Just a click of wing. So here's the setup one more time for China with the added wing. So there's
The car settings screen on your multi-function display will allow you to change various
numbers?
settings as you drive. Open
Ballast
the
was like
display
one of
with
the changes we
LFD
made.
button. You can then navigate up and down to the setting you want to change.
Okay, get that blow dryer out of my face, sir. Oh! Alright, so that's an interesting one. We have a car on Super Softs. How do I go to the next car? Yeah, there you go. Magnussen on Super Softs. Hamilton. Everyone's on Super Softs. And the weather report says it's going to dry up in like 5 minutes. So, I mean, I can go out whenever I want. I think we're going to be fine. There should be a way to accelerate time. Let's just go to about 9 minutes left in Q1. Because we should be through easily. Because the top 15 go through in this session. So, yeah, it shouldn't be even raining anymore. No, it's not. So, there's your confirmation. We're going to go out with about 9 minutes left. Oh, one thing that does need to be modified. The fuel levels. Remember, we put like 7 laps of fuel in. We can, let's put 4 in the car. And let's go to track. Yes, I know. I tried
When
out.
you're ready, let's go.
So a little bit of downforce, that extra bit of wing we put on the car will slow us down a little bit in a straight line. But I think around here, what you gain in the corners more than makes up for what you would lose on the straights. Of course, I don't think we'll lose that much on the straights anyway. Make sure that's at like 56 on brake bias. Oh, wrong button for pit limiter. Just trying to make sure no one's coming out behind me. There's some droplets of rain still on my screen there. What the hell?
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
Okay, that's good. Just trying to save the tires a little bit here. We'll take everything out through this long, fast left-hander. So those guys have gone and kicked up some of the spray for me and rubbered the track in just a little bit. Nice and easy. Go for max fuel. Engine turned all the way up. corner is so very awkward and slow. So the practice sessions were worth it because it's allowed me to get my timing down. Yeah, we've been really good through that middle sector the whole weekend. So I think that would only improve with the increased downforce. So increased wing angles would only make us faster.
We're low on fuel. We'll need to return to the pits within the next couple of laps.
So it means we'll be a little bit quicker on braking. So we have more wing. Oh baby. Oh yes. Fastest lap of Q1, of course. Good sign of things to come, maybe. How about that, Seb? P1. On good form. Let's ask Jeff when we get a chance what Hamilton's lap time was, or what the top 5 are.
Quick position rundown for you. The current top 5 are you're leading the pack. P1, Hamilton, Bottas, Raikkonen, and Ricciardo.
That's not very helpful. Driver behind, probably.
Hamilton is behind you. Their best lap time is a 1:36.2.
It's pretty close between us. I've got a few tenths up on him. The extra wing probably helping. He'll probably go very well in the race, I would imagine.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
Ooh. On speed. Man, this is going to be a really good race because it's pretty close. You know, on qualifying pace, we are a little bit faster in true qualifying pace, but yeah, I think we can expect Hamilton and even whoever's behind us. I think is it Ricciardo in third? Who's in third? I expect all those guys to find a little bit of pace as the session goes on. Probably might get a little bit faster, so it'll probably be pretty close. Plus, you gotta factor in any mistakes that I might make over the course of the qualifying session. But that's one lap down. There's 3 minutes remaining, so if I wanted to go out, there's no point.
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:35.9.
We've got some 2, almost 3 tenths on Hamilton. What's very interesting is Kimi is a 1.5 seconds off of that pace. I don't know why Kimi is so slow, but I don't know if it has to do with wetter conditions. Maybe we got out at optimal conditions. So let's accelerate the time. Still in first. Has Kimi improved? No. Nico Hulkenberg is in P4 right now. And let's see. Hamilton closed. No. Oh, Hamilton went faster. Okay. That's fine. So I told you, I knew that they would improve their pace a bit. They would have a little bit better pace. But Kimi being that far off the pace is very interesting for Q1, at least. I don't know what Q2 will be like. Q3 is the important session. I don't care if we get Q2 right or not. We're going to get Q3 right. So, no rain in this session either. Choose another fresh compounded tire. Just making sure that we have a fresh tire selected. Just want to double check that. Yeah, we do. Okay, good. Game isn't screwing me over there. So what I like to do is I'm going to go out with roughly 9 minutes left in the session. That'll at least give us a banker lap. And we should have a clean track as well. So we go out with roughly 9 minutes left.
Checks complete. All personnel be aware, we have a car leaving.
Time to set a fastest lap. So Hamilton went about a tenth faster at the end of the session, but the track probably ramped up as well by the end of that session, so just take that with a grain of salt. He's always on soft tires. I'm going to go out on a set of softs at the end of this session. Just because I can. Or do we start the race on the faster tire? I think it's a two-stop anyway, so I don't mind starting the race on super softs. I think a one-stop would be very hard to do actually around here, just because of the way this track is in the game. I don't know if there's someone on a hot lap coming up behind me. There's someone closing very quickly. Whoever it is, I'm just going to get out of the way. It's Bottas. Going to get out of his way. Don't know if he's on an in lap or anything like that, but I'm just going to get out of the way. I'm not even starting my lap yet. So both Mercs on soft tires. I think they can get away with that. So an interesting race strategically tomorrow. I say tomorrow, it'll still be today in the real world, but in the game world, it is Saturday, qualifying Saturday, and then tomorrow will be Sunday race day. All right. Let's get our lap set up. I think Bottas is coming in. Yep. So we should have a clear track to ourselves, basically, unless I'm wrong. Figure out how to approach turn one. Long snailing section. Might be an easy pole position for us. In Q2 at least. I don't know about for the real qualifying to start the grid or set the grid. Purple again. Yep. So Raikkonen went out on a set of super softs as well. So my teammates on the same kind of strategy as me.
You're nearly out of fuel. Almost out of fuel. You need to pit within the next 2 laps.
Got that last corner wrong. P2 still second to Raikkonen there.
That's P2. You're currently in 2nd place.
All right. We're doing what our teammates doing. We're starting on supers. I'm fine with starting on supers anyway. So I'm not going to do another lap. I can totally start on a set of super softs. It's a 2-stop. There's that pace that I was expecting Kimi to find. I don't know what happened with Kimi in Q1, but Either way.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from some rain. I'll keep you updated as the conditions
Uh-oh.
change.
Well, at least we set that lap time. So, I'm glad I got that lap in before rain could fall. How many laps is the Chinese Grand Prix? Can't remember. Find out at some point. So we're only a few tenths off Kimi. Alright. Oh, don't do the animation. Just do this. There we go. We skipped the animation. We don't need to see that animation. Alright. Wow, this is very... The gaps are very interesting. I would expect the Mercs to be off a bit.
So far, our
Being on the
fastest
harder
lap is
tire.
a 1:35.8.
They're basically racing and qualifying. The hand of anger going up for Ricardo. Wondering what the hell that Haas is doing. He has to take a compromised line. It is raining, by the way, on the track. It is raining. So are we going to have a wet Q3? Crap. I hope we don't. Alright, accelerate time. Stay P2. We did. And it rained at the end of that session, as we know. If pole is set in a wet qualifying session, the contest for pole position in the wet, hell no. Alright, well, good news. They got a set of... Oh, we got to go out now. We got to go out now. Alright, let's go.
Standing by.
Is there a car going out? Anyone else going out? Anyone else going out on a set of slick tires? Didn't check. Oh god, this is dangerous. There's no way. Too slick, or too wet for slicks. Way too wet for slicks.
We don't currently have the data for that request.
What? Look, Jeff, look outside with your eyeballs. It's raining. Do you think we should put some inters on?
Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now.
Oh my god. What about driver behind?
That is Kimi behind you.
Oh my god. What in the world? We still have DRS, I didn't check. Well, I can't check yet. If we still have DRS, we should still be on slicks.
We don't have the data for that, I'm
Well,
afraid.
DRS is still available, so it's still slick tire weather. Very interesting weather here in Shanghai. Just gonna have to back it up a little bit. brake about now. Oh. God dang it. Staying out unless DRS becomes disabled. What a nightmare of a session here. It's too slick for, it's too wet for slicks, man. I'm convinced. Got no purchase out here. Can't believe Jeff isn't even telling me anything. He's not helping me out at all with the current situation. What he thinks or what he sees on the weather radar. Yeah, we got a box for enters. There's no way.
Ricardo is ahead of you.
Yeah, purple sector. Love that. Always purple in the middle sector because we're not freaking amazing in the middle sector. Can you give me some weather?
Forecast is 5 or 10 minutes of rain before it dries up.
This was not even going to get any heavier. Okay, so it's slick tires then. Paris has the fastest time. Enjoy your pole position. He does it on slicks. We just got to send it. All right, let's get it right this time. Brake a little bit early.
You're into P3. P3 on the grid.
P3. Much smoother this time. There we go. Don't you dare disable DRS. Don't you dare do that.
It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
I'm struggling to find a grip out here. That sector should be purple. Oh, it's not. I locked up. This has been the toughest qualifying session I have done in a long time. I know that's Kimi behind. I can see the red car. There's only one other red car on this grid, so... And it's Kimi Räikkönen. Screw your lockup. I don't have time for that bullshit. Screw you, Ballard.
Kimi has moved up into pole. First row of the grid.
Alright, that's good enough. I don't know if we have enough to get around. So I'm going to be cheap. I'm just going to hit this button. Boom. Don't feel like going around on that stupid wet track anyway. Hopefully we got back. How much time? Oh, there's not much time left. 3. Okay, we can still go out. Let's set. Give me another set of tires. We might as well try and shoot. We got to shoot for pole. So, yeah, give me that set of tire. Yeah. Oof. Okay. Wait until everyone else goes out. We could save a fresh set for
Lap times are dropping. Looks like track conditions are starting to improve.
a second off the pace. What the hell, man? Okay, we're gonna wait until everyone else goes out, and we will follow them out. All right, go, 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 go.
All
Drive out.
personnel be aware. Car leaving.
Whew. All right, we gotta try. We gotta try. And plus, we need to maybe even defend this position in case other people happen to find grip and go faster than us before the session ends. Is it still raining slightly? No, it looks like it's drying out. So it might be a touch greasy, but let's see. So, oh, it's much better. I don't understand that kick of the rear there.
Here's the top 5 cars as things stand. Raikkonen, Hamilton, Bottas. We're in P4 and Verstappen.
If we could at least contend for the front row, I would be happy with the front row, just because I don't want to have to go contending with other drivers into turn 1. This turn 1's pretty much chaos here. So, not sure if we can get pole. We're obviously going to go for it. We have a decent middle sector here. Don't lock up. That'll help. And we'll be well on our way. There's definitely lap time to be found. The track is grippier than when I set that first time, so it should be fine.
Kimi is in first position. P1.
We might have been the last person to go out of the pits as well, so we'll have the track advantage as well from an evolution standpoint. Car feels better now. Stride out a bit. All right, what have we got? Oh, we're finding lots of lap time already. Purple.
Someone's just posted a faster time. You've been dropped to the 4th row. P7.
I don't think so, Jeff. Did not set a fastest middle sector. The lap times have ratcheted up. So
Your lap times are down on Kimi's. You're down on Kimi's times.
it's not Paul, is it? What is it? 8th. Oh my God, 8th, really? Just didn't have any grip at the end of the session.
Qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top
God,
3
I was way off the
are
pace at the end.
Raikkonen, Bottas, and Lewis Hamilton. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the Grand Prix itself
That
gets
sucks because
underway.
now I gotta go into that first turn and contend. Let's try and, you know, I'll tell you what. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a good turn 1 here. Try to keep her clean. Keep her clean. Oh, do not crash me out. I know how aggressive the AI are into turn 1 at this track, and we're going to get absolutely demolished. I know we're going to get demolished. I know we're going to get demolished. Who do we start alongside? Like, isn't it Ocon? What's the grid?
It's time to
Massa's
head
in
down
front
to
of
the
us.
track now for today's championship race. And I wonder, who's going to come out on top?
We got to be lightning quick in this Grand Prix. Australia, China, then
Shanghai
Bahrain.
International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1
Such
and
a
2
weird
tests
track.
the driver's patience. and the flat, open to the elements location, test their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1, and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm super nervous.
As the drivers complete their preparations down below us on the grid, one man who's no stranger to the pre-race pressure is Anthony Davidson.
Kimmy on
Joins
pole,
me
man.
in the commentary box today. Great to have you with us, Ant. I'm sure you can tell us all about what goes through a driver's head before lights out.
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn 1. It's all a bit like going into battle. And the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Kimi Raikkonen's perfect lap yesterday sees him start from pole
Yeah,
position.
we just didn't have pace in
Valtteri
qualifying.
Bottas will line up alongside.
In Q3,
Looking
in the
down
wet.
the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Perez, Max Verstappen, and Ricciardo, Massa, Vettel,
Look at all those cars in
Ocon,
front of us.
and Roman Grosjean. Hulkenberg, Sainz, Daniel Kvyat, and Magnussen, Palmer, Alonso, Marcus Ericsson, and Stoffel van Dorn. Stroll and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
I'm looking at today as a
After
damage.
points finished last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
I'm viewing today as a damage limitation race. Oh my god. There's going to be rain in the middle. Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be very interesting. There is going to be rain in the middle. So, it's hard to say what lap that is, but it's about midway. So it's a 56 lap race, so somewhere in the region of lap 33-ish, maybe, probably. Yeah, it'll probably be somewhere in the 30s when that rain hits. So we need to oh man. We could do something daring. We could really burn out the super soft tire and put a set of medium tires on and go long and try to wait till the rain. This is a really tough one from a strategic perspective because I don't know how much it's going to rain, and that session forecast at the top there, it's just it's just one square, which means the rain's not, it's one drop as well on that little thing, so it's not going to be heavy rain, and it's not going to be there for very long. So do you just wait it out on a set of slick tires and this is going to be a tough one to call. So, okay, let's just look at the strategy. If we pit earlier, we will add time. If we can go long, ooh, if we can stretch out that, yeah, we can. Oh, we can easily stretch these super, you know, we could stretch that super soft tire. Let's do that. Let's stretch the super softs. We do have to start on the same tire that we set our fastest lap on. What if we do that? Oh, yeah. And then stretch the... Oh, we can easily stretch the soft compound tire. Okay, let's do that. Once again, car setup for the final time. This is the way the car is set up. Just pause if you want to steal the setup. It's not my setup. I mean, it's someone else's setup, and I made some slight alterations. We can honestly just overfuel the car by a little bit. 2 laps extra of fuel. We're going to burn that off. You know, I've always thought of China as being one of those tracks where you're aggressive with fuel, but you might want to save some in the middle sector. It's tough to say how much extra fuel I want to put in the car. You can get away with putting fuel. Okay, so let's start the race. Strategy is what it is, man. Okay, lean mix. Just practice this pull away. Formation lap here.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tires and brakes up to temperature.
Okay, tough news. We got the inside to turn 1, which I don't necessarily like. Well, you know what? I don't mind it. Because then I don't have to worry maybe about an AI being aggressive down the inside and taking me out as we go into turn 1. Turn 1 is super crazy here on race starts, both in the game and in real life. We've seen some crazy starts here in real life into turn 1. It's one of those dangerous corners. Once you get through the initial couple corners on the start of the race and the field spreads out a bit, it becomes a little easier going and it's just straightforward racing. Pretty straightforward driving. It's the start that leaves me nervous, and the tough part is we start P8 here with just the tricky changing conditions in qualifying made it difficult to put in a good consistent lap. So we were off the pace, which is why we're starting 8th. Our teammate Kimi is on pole. I think Hamilton starts 2nd. I'll tell you the grid order right now in the top 5. Well, Jeff will tell you actually.
Ocon is behind
Sorry.
you.
wrong one.
8th place. You're in 8th place. Massa ahead. Ocon behind. 13 laps until your pit window is open.
Thank you, Jeff. So we'll pit on lap 13. But that didn't tell me the top 5. Is there even anything for that? Nope, nothing at all. Okay. Let's do a little bit of weaving then. So we know we're going to stop on lap 13, weave a little bit, put some temperature in the tires, make the guys at the front of the grid have to wait forever to sit on the grid for a while as their tires cool down, brakes cool down, everything, so they go into turn 1 with not optimal temperatures. Weave about. Okay, thank you, game, for auto taking over. Wasn't prepared for that. I'm not prepared for this race start. Oh. I should have asked Jeff the weather report and see what Jeff says about the weather. Here we go. 100% distance from China. We have the inside to turn 1, which is beautiful.
The rest of the grid is forming up. Be patient and watch for the lights.
The nerves are unreal right now. Here we go. Make sure we're in lean mix. Not a great pull away. Had better starts in my day. A little bit cautious into turn 1 just because it's a long race. We need to treat it like one up the inside. Oh! And we've been tagged. Thank you to whoever spun me out.
We're seeing minor damage to the front wing. Be easy on the car till we get it repaired.
Unbelievable.
You're making this worse.
Not even my fault, dude. Who the hell did that? Box this lap. Box. Box this lap.
Confirmed we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Oh my god. Some moron just... Ugh! I'm unbelievably angry. We're gonna have to make this we're gonna have to go onto a set of... Oh my god. There's nothing I can do. We have to change tires.
Affirmative. Medium tires at the next stop.
Can you fix the front wing as well? I got a million things going through my brain right now. I can't even focus. I got no grip. I got no grip with the damage. I got no grip. Unbelievable, man. Just whatever moron spun me out just completely decked my race. Unreal.
That was a bad start, but don't overreact. We can
Shut up,
salvage
Jeff.
this.
Shut up. We're changing tires. Go long. Gonna need a safety car in this race to bring us back into it. We need a safety car in this one. We're gonna need it, but we're gonna go long on a set of mediums. Yep, change the front wing. Ugh! It's not just I am seething with rage.
Go now.
All right, well, we gotta make it up on track now. Good news is we got a fast car. So does Tracy Chapman.
We'll be doing one more stop today. One stop left in our strategy.
But Seb has a fast car. We can make this up on track. Oh, the car still feels like absolute animal. We gotta push. We have to go long on this tire too though, so we gotta be quick and manage the tire at the same time. So good luck with that. Gonna need the changeable conditions to help us out. Maybe get a safety car in here. God, there's just no grip on these mediums. Sorry, but there just isn't. Oh, it's awful. I am locking up like a madman. Tire isn't gonna last like that. See them coming through.
Re-enable this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
You see them coming through there on the other side of the track as I was going through the final corner. That's how far behind I am. Push it to the limit. So I don't know how long this tire can go, but we're gonna find out. Oh my god, the sliding isn't helping. The problem is this car doesn't really like the hard compound tires, and we're on the hardest compound tire that they bring to China. Because we've been forced to run it, the medium tire. I was never going to touch the medium tire in the race, but I've been forced to run the medium tire. I have no choice now, so yay. Just going to slow it down nice and easy. Avoid any unnecessary lockups. Burn the fuel off. You can always save it later. Like I said, we need a safety car. We need to get lucky with one. First gear here, just to see if it helps the rotation and get the car down there. It does actually help. Kind of. It's been a race weekend that's really screwed us hardcore, because we got screwed with the changing conditions in qualifying, and we got screwed with this race start. Whoever tagged, I still don't know who tagged me. Whoever it was, you're an idiot. They don't know how to drive. They need to go back to Formula 2. Good catch.
Gap to car in front is 27.3 seconds.
We're more than a pit stop behind. But we've made our stop. And I assume we're just going to keep turning in, or chewing into those gaps though, as we go. That's why I was so nervous about starting P8, man. I knew that there would be someone that would take me out. I knew it would happen. Fastest lap.
That's a new fastest lap for the race.
wonder if a brand new set of super softs can do 20 laps here. Because I'm thinking about putting a set of super softs on for the end of the race, depending on what the pit windows look like here at Shanghai. It's an obvious two-stop for me. I don't think I can get to the end of the race on a set of mediums, having put them on so early. We're going to be absolutely flying at some point. When we burn all this excess fuel away, we're going to have to start saving it back. But, I mean, we're 5 laps deep.
Okay, gap ahead is 22.1 seconds.
Yeah, we really chewed out that gap quickly. I'll update tire wear on lap 15 just to see where we're at by then. Everyone else should be pitting around that lap. Ask Jeff for a weather report soon as well. On the back straight.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good.
Okay, so conditions are pretty stable right now, according to Jeff. Purple first sector. I mean, we've got pace here. Shame we can't use it. On the freaking medium tire as well.
Our gap to the car in front is 16.7 seconds.
We're so good in that middle sector. Be on these guys in no time. To have caught up, to have a gap of 16 seconds already by lap 7 to the nearest car, of course, which is Fairline, which is pretty good. I mean, now we're within a pit window. So they couldn't do a pit stop and still come out ahead of us. They would come out behind us now in the pit stop phase. And we've already made a stop, so that's good. Now, as for the leaders, it's a little bit different story.
Our gap to our teammate is 47.6
Yeah.
seconds.
In fact, I think Kimi could do 2 stops and still come out ahead of us. That's how far behind Kimi we are. Who's leading the Grand Prix, I think. Did Jeff just say he was leading?
West sat at the back, last place. Fairline is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is
49 to go. It's just damage limitation today. See him going through there, single file through the final corner.
Good
Fastest.
job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Start saving a little bit of fuel through here. We are doing good stuff.
Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available.
We're doing things. Putting in purple laps. Of course, we're probably chewing up the tires doing it, but we got nothing left to lose in this race now.
Gap to car in front is 8.
Car is so good in that middle sector. It's just so good in the middle sector. Every time. So, when am I gonna get DRS?
Alright then, some information on Verline. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
Good, maybe he can bring out a safety car. He just parks it on track. Help your fellow German out. Seb needs help. Stay away. There's a bump in the middle of the track right there. That's why I'm turning to the right. Oh, this corner is so awkward every time. That's a good corner to save fuel. That first turn. Just want to get out of the corner. Formula One experiences. Dude, I missed the old F1 logo. The old F1 logo was superior in every way. Before they brought the new one in 2018.
The car behind has come in. They're now on the soft tyre. Softs on the car behind.
We've made up a place to Grosjean already. Wasn't Grosjean starting behind me? He was starting like somewhere behind me. So, did Grosjean pit like with damage or something? Maybe Grosjean's the one who spun me. Look at the Ferrari sparking away on the straight here. Just like that, we caught Verline, but he does have a problem, remember. No DRS off Verline though. And a purple lap.
Fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
We are a beast. Verline's gonna hold us up a bit here. Not for much longer. Get out of my way. Gosh, almost had an accident.
We've moved into
That helped me up a bit. I'm a little pissed off, I'm not gonna lie. No way he should be fighting that. Just caught him at the worst possible place on track. Catching more. Now, getting through this traffic and navigating it is going to be very interesting. You can see how slow Verline is with whatever mechanical problem he's got going on. This won't be a fastest lap or anything at all. Probably be a good couple seconds slower with Verline holding us up. So everyone's probably pit now, unless Perez hasn't pit.
Ocon is ahead of you. They're on fresh softs. We think they've got one more stop.
They've pit and come out ahead of us. Only barely, of course, but they've still come out ahead of us. The AI is so stupid. I'm just wrecking my tires trying to overtake into that corner. Every time. Oh my god. Just move out of the way, you're slower. I mean, you're coming out of the pits on fresh, soft tires, and I'm faster than you are on mediums. This is the interesting part, is this traffic is really going to hold us up. I might get DRS off Ericsson. I don't know how close we are. No, I'm not close enough. It's fine though. Get out of the way, you got nothing for me. You got nothing for me. We'll get Perez as well. Is that a Red Bull? What is that in front? That's not a Red Bull, is it? I don't know what that is. Might be Verstappen. Is that Verstappen? No, it's Van Dorn. It's a McLaren. I didn't think it was a Red Bull. From a distance, it looked like it. And I saw a V, but I couldn't tell what the name was. It's Van Dorn. I didn't make that connection for some reason. No offense to Stoffel Van Dorn, but I kind of forgot he was in F1 for a while. Man, that Honda engine, it do be slow. Gotta keep out-braking myself, man. I've been in frustration mode since lap 1, man. I mean, you can probably tell, but going to get held up another lap here because of my incompetent overtaking abilities. And how do they get that traction out of there? Maybe fresher tires, I don't know. If we can just go, if we can just get past these guys. Got a little bit aggressive there with Perez. Sorry, Checo, but I had to do it. Alright, now Stoffel, you need to give me DRS. No lockup this time, fortunately. I know I've destroyed the tires. And they're struggling a little bit. So here's a tire update. Sorry, I just missed it. What in the world is going on up here? Okay, Lance. I got Lance in my pants. Okay, that seems a little bit weird when you say it or think of it that way. I'm talking about Lance, the Lance crackers. It used to be a thing. I got Lance in my pants. I don't I don't know. Kimi is in. Well, he's going to come out way ahead. I'm just behind a train, but we'll get DRS here. The DRS train, all aboard, choo-choo. My God, Kvyat's so slow off that corner. I had to go off the track just to get around him. You mong. All right. Keep out-braking myself. Got lucky.
Potentially see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
We'll have to pit before then, I think. No, I don't know. We can, surely we can take this tire. Oh yeah, we're good on this tire. We're fine. Oh God, the AI, they don't know how to race through here. Side by side. I think we could easily get to that rain period on the medium. Should be a miniature victory for us. I don't think we have damage from that. Got lucky. Checked up before I could run into Palmer. Don't know why Alonso was so slow there, but I'll take it. Probably got an issue. I don't know what was going on there with Fernando. Felt bad for me that my race got screwed up, so he got out of the way. If we can keep this pace and then get to the rain period, oh, we would be in a great position. Hi, pets. Pets for my cat while she watches. Forcing her to watch on. May have to pause just to let her, oh, in a second. Oh, I went a bit deep. All right, so we're doing a really decent job considering the circumstances and where we started from. How our race began. It's actually been a really decent comeback drive. Like I said, I mean, it's damage limitation, really. More than anything else. Kimi sets the fastest lap.
Kimi is giving it everything. He's just put in the fastest lap of the race. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
No, we're just gonna keep the strategy.
Got that confirmed.
Keep the current. Not really that concerned with the strategy. That should be the rain period, so my hope is that we can take this tire to the rain period. Yellow flags back there. Hopefully they throw a safety car. Kvyat's out of the race. I don't think that's a safety car though. Safety car, we would obviously pit under the safety car. I will pit under safety car if there's a safety car. It's a chance to get a fresh set of tires and the field will bunch up. So, running P5 right now, which is really amazing considering the race we've had. Recovered pretty decently.
Good pace. You're catching the car in front by a second per lap. Caution, caution.
Still got yellow flags through here. So Kvyat is parked up somewhere. There he is. That's a little bit dangerous, but it's not the most high-speed section of track, so I can see that not being a safety car at the same time. That should be a safety car, man. We're going to try and ride out this stint and hope for a safety car as well. That's part of this stint, but I'm mainly just trying to make it to the rain period. Ask Jeff in a second about that.
Okay, car behind is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car behind.
Max on super sauce behind. Probably be pretty rapid on that tire. Tire's starting to struggle on grip.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes.
Same forecast.
We advise moving to mix 2. Fuel to mix 2.
We should make it to the rain period on this tire is all I'm going to say. I hope we do. Verstappen's forcing me to push a little more than I would like. Feeling the pressure from behind.
Verstappen is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 1.2 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1 minute 58.7.
We got another stop. Verstappen's got another stop. He's on a fresh set, but he's got another... What? DRS off Ricardo. That's always nice. You can use safe fuel here. Use the DRS to pull us along. And the slipstream. Ricardo trying to break the toe. Can't hold me back, son.
5 minutes until rainfall expected. 5 minutes until
Oh,
rain.
5 minutes now. Good defending from Ricardo. I'll hand that to him. Might we have just pulled a masterclass on strategy to save our race. We'll see how bad the rain gets as well. That rain is not that far out, so remember when it does rain, if we stay on medium tires, it's going to be worn medium tires in the wet. That's not going to be very fun.
Your DRS is offline.
Oh god.
The rear wing is down, so you can stay out while we work on a fix.
Freaking kidding me? I need that DRS. I'm gonna have to use some fuel here to make up for it. Gosh dang it. Ferrari with your freaking reliability problems. Can make it up in the corners just a little bit here. On worn mediums. I think the mediums can go quite a ways at China. Alright, you can get that off my screen. Struggling to get close to Ricardo. No DRS here is gonna suck. Car's very slippery coming out of there, and I've lost time, haven't I? Well, DRS is back online. All right. Well, Ferrari got it fixed quickly. That was a quick fix. Hamilton posts the fastest lap now. If we pit now, we'd come out in 10th, just if we were to pit theoretically. So, pit window 33 to 43. Can't get the hammer down out of that corner the same way the AIs can. See how much understeer I get just following him through the corner. I just can't grip up the same way. It's the negative aspect of running in turbulent air. Needs to get DRS to help me pull me along here. Ricardo is basically just a giant DRS train for me. Just following him along in his slipstream, and the DRS is pulling me along. He's trying to break the toe. My bad, Danny Rick. This is dangerous racing here. Similar to the move Vettel had on Ricardo for real in 2017 at this track, in that same corner. Shades of that real life move, but I chewed up tires trying to fight Ricardo, unfortunately. Now it's my turn to tow him.
Safety car,
Oh.
no overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up.
Safety car now, this is huge.
We don't currently have their data for that request.
We're gonna box.
Copy that. Super softs for next box.
Alright, we're in for a set of super softs. We're gonna go super softs real quick.
Exit now.
Try to take it to the rain period. Oh, it's raining now. It's raining now, but is it gonna be enter conditions?
Sorry, we can't provide you with that information right now.
Where's the safety car queue? It's on the back straight.
Confirming that we'll be fitting the intermediate tires.
See what happens in front of us. People start pitting for enters. They're not going in, so they're staying out. It's obviously not quite enter conditions, but I got a chance to stop under the safety car and put fresh tires on. Get to the safety car queue, we won't go as fast and take out as much of this tire. We don't have that much wear on it anyway. So this tire should be able to get us to that next pit window. I've set intermediate tires just in case, but no one has stopped for enters. At least yet. It's Ask Jeff.
We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid.
Okay. Still 30 laps left. Absolutely bonkers. Saving fuel? No, we're not. Put it in lean mix. We had to stop for the super softs. So we have that tire advantage, I would say. So the rain is a lot earlier than I thought it might be. Dude, I could use some water. 30 laps left.
We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead.
I'm working on it. Is that good enough?
You're doing well out there, keep it up. We're looking at about 10 more minutes of rain. 10 minutes.
Alright, no one's in, and there's 10 more minutes of rain. It's not going to be around for very long. Fortunately, much of this is spent under the safety car.
You may overtake the car ahead. Pass the car ahead.
What? Jeff, are you retarded or something? Passing. I can't stay behind Grosjean, but Jeff is telling me to overtake Grosjean. What are you doing, Jeff? Super soft tire to the rescue. You can already feel. Whoops. You can already feel the track is already getting a lot slippery now. Just under the safety car, so you know it's going to be crazy when we start back racing. I bet you the AI will come into the pits.
The radar's showing a clear patch on its way. There's about 10 more minutes of this rain.
Can that clear patch get here soon? We probably won't even switch to inters. It's going to be very difficult conditions to race in. But we probably won't switch to intermediates. Just make it through that dry period and then put on probably a set of soft tires will get us to the end. So we need this tire to basically get us. We don't have any. I don't think we have any fresh. Do we have any fresh?
I think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? Okay,
Gonna confirm it.
We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Understood, copy that.
Gotcha, Jeff.
Right, pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to within 10 car lengths of the car ahead.
I wonder if everyone else is coming in. Yeah, it's too slippery for slicks. Everyone else is coming in. Yeah.
Kimi is pitting now. Kimi is in the pits.
Past Grosjean.
Okay, you may overtake the car ahead. Pass the car ahead.
We're in for a set of intermediates. Still safety car conditions. Been a long safety car. We're in for inters.
Release, release.
A little bit held up, but it is what it is.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
Now we've lost out for the time being, but a lot of people didn't come in, which was dumb if they didn't come in. So it is definitely enter conditions. First time we've been on inters this season. I mean, it's only the second race, but. So we did drop a few positions, but remember, some people stayed out. And we'll get those positions when we come back around. Safety car in this lap, so good thing we pit. I mean, I'm doing what everyone else is doing there with the interconditions. So stopping for super softs was unnecessary, but whatever.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing.
It didn't
again.
even-
The safety car is in this lap. When
It didn't
the fuel
even-
accelerates, remember, there is no
Shut up,
overtaking
Jeff, I
until
know.
the green
I know the
flags.
rules.
Safety car in this lap.
It didn't start raining until as soon as I came out of the pits for those super soft tires. That's when it started raining, so. Alright. We're almost half distance. Alright. Whoa! Oh. Why are they ghosting me? It's a safety car. What is going on?
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
Gotta be careful here. See, we gained. Slight contact with Massa. Oh, tricky conditions here. Car isn't set up for these conditions. Too far back for a dive bomb. Got a long race ahead. Take that wider line. Get away from the wet line. Or get on the wet line. Away from the dry line. Not even fair how much grip the AI has right there. I don't have any grip through there. Come on, how much longer of this weather?
Alright, we expect these tyres to be good for a while yet. Just be careful with them in the high-speed corners. Tyre wear rates are lower than we expected.
Hulkenberg's holding us all up. Of course I can't pass Perez. Getting him now. Good stuff. Hulkenberg, like I said, is holding us all up. Come on, Hulkenberg, get out of the way. Alright, let's do this. I wish I had DRS to make this pass a lot easier. Trickiest conditions so far. Inside, inside. Don't outbrake yourself. It's so easy to lock up. I have the brake pressure up too high. Can I have some traction, please? Please, sir. Can I have some traction? Oh, but I'm gonna lose out massively. I saved it though. Oh my god, I saved it. I saved it, yo. But I lost positions, but I saved it. And I have to re-overtake Perez, who won't get out of the way. Oh, I got screwed. Okay, what the heck? What? What?
Caution. The virtual safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta.
What? He just spinalled out of nowhere. Did you see that? What was that? This is getting wild. Oh, what is this race? From being spun out into the barrier on lap 1 by an AI to this recovery drive into wet conditions. When is this rain gonna end? Because I need slick tires. This car is not set up for wet conditions. Dude, this is not fun. I just got so loose on the exit of the last corner. I don't know how I didn't spin it into the barrier. I made a sick save.
VSC ending, we're going green.
Be careful not to.
Delta until the green
Really? Really? Oh, screw you, Checo. It checked up right in the middle of the corner.
damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
Why would you do that? Oh, I'm overtaking your ass. I'm gonna cut the corner to do it. I don't care. Go screw yourself. Oh, checked up mid-corner in front of me.
First place is 6.7
Oh.
seconds.
Just check up mid-corner. Why don't you? You absolute monk. Now I gotta find a way to get past Hulkenberg. It's got no traction. It needs to dry out. Where is the sunny weather? Jeff, you're so freaking useless. You have zero information. You're a tool bag.
The gap behind us is 1.5 seconds.
Sorry, Jeff, I didn't mean that if I hurt your feelings. You're not a tool bag, you're the entire tool shed. This is the most stressful thing I've done in a long time. It's just, these conditions are almost impossible.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target.
I don't care about the fuel, Jeff. Tell me about the weather. Just give me a very generic conversation about the weather. So, how about that weather, eh? How about that weather?
We don't currently have the data for that.
How do you
request.
not have the data? It's already kind of stopped raining a little bit. I need to nail the moment we come in for the pit stop. I think I can run on the broken front wing. So I'm gonna make that automatic. Oh, what are you doing, Hulkenberg? What are you doing? AI in this race, man, AI have been absolutely retarded, brain dead, non-stop retarded in this race. Oh my god, oh my god, understeer city, population Sebastian Vettel. I'm about to get very angry with this game. Just AI just checking up midway through the corner for no reason, because they can.
Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still on the right time for the time being, but we're not a million miles away from slick conditions.
Jeff, make it slick. Make it slick conditions. And I don't mean slick as in put water on the track. I mean make it so we can go on slick tires. Bernie Ecclestone turned on the sprinklers here today. Nico Hulkenberg. I can barely even get traction.
Dry track soon. Back to dry shortly.
Thank the Lord. Dry track. I need it. SpongeBob meme where he's dehydrated and he's like, I need it. Except instead of water, I need it to do the opposite. Alright, go very easy because Hulkenberg doesn't know what the hell he's doing coming out of the last corner. Dude, I need overtake. Tell me when it's dry conditions, Jeff. I mean, I guess I could use my eyeballs as well. That's also an option. Be careful, Nico. I already have a broken front wing. It's fragile. Very fragile. It's broke. Oh, up into P3. What a recovery drive this has been. Oh my god. With it drying out as well soon, so been a hell of a recovery drive. I don't know what to say. Oh, I'm gonna screw it up by spinning. After those first lap shenanigans.
Okay, gap ahead is 7.
You know what, don't change the front wing. I think I can roll with this. Wait, where's Kimmy? Oh. Teammate status? Where is that? Oh god, I had it. I just had it.
Kimmy is in first position.
Oh, Kimmy's a boss right now.
Distance to teammate 7.8 seconds. They're on fresh inters. The time last lap was a 1:53.7.
Hey, Kimmy, wait up for me, man. Wait up for me. You know those fins, they always gotta be flying. This first turn is so difficult in the wet. Whew. Playing with fire. Dude, am I catching them? Weren't the AI bad in the wet in 2017? I mean, I think it's been pretty obvious with the way Hulkenberg was driving. Did I turn the front wing damage off? Yeah, I'm gonna leave the front wing as it is, because it feels okay.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us.
Ooh.
Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? Copy that.
Oh, they're in. Okay.
Okay, this is Jeff. Can you hear me? There's a fair amount of damage to the front wing. We
I just
suggest
Lewis
you come in
Hamilton.
as soon as possible. Rather
Oh,
Stick to
oh,
plan A.
oh, it's auto, but hopefully they have a front wing for me.
Kimi is pitting.
They do. Oh, thank God. I just Lewis Hamiltoned. I'm screwing this race in a hard mode, extreme way. Go!
Go, go, go. You'll be racing on the exit.
Ah! I know how to screw up, don't I? Alright, well, a podium would be a miracle at this rate. I just came in way too hot into the pits. Well, now I know how Lewis Hamilton felt in 2017. Alright, well, let's show what kind of raw pace we have in the dry. We gotta take these tires to the end. Out of my way, Grosjean. Go race in IndyCar, where you're awesome.
Now online. Virtual safety car deployed. Slow down and maintain a positive
Freaking
delta.
kidding me, man.
Virtual safety car is deployed.
Really?
Drop your speed. Our delta is too low and we'll risk
What's
a
the delta?
penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Lance Stroll, F for Stroll. Watch out for Massa to like check up here, because that caught me out with Perez. I was like, well, I don't want to change the front wing, then I smashed into the pit lane barrier on the way into the pit lane.
VSC ending. Wait for green.
Alright, there we go, we're green.
Green flag.
And we have DRS off of Massa, so that's pretty legendary. Too far back. Oh my God, Massa, what are you doing? Okay. Very awkward overtake.
Okay, gap to leader. 17.3
17 seconds. We're not winning this race. I butchered that when I screwed up in the pit lane. I've replaced 2 front wings today. One was my fault, one was not my fault. Glad Ferrari are carrying front wings. And I always thought it was Red Bull who gave you wings. Ferrari gives wings. A podium would be sweet after the kind of race we've had today.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.6 seconds.
DRS off of Hulkenberg would be pretty nice. Like I said, looking for a podium today. That Force India occupy a podium spot? I think that's for position. Watch them go ding-dong battle into turn 1. It'll be a collision. Please, because I could use a safety car to help reel back in the leaders. wheel to wheel with Nico Hulkenberg. All right, so Perez is for a podium, which is what we need. No way Nico was going to hold us back for that long. It's a big championship race. My question is, where is Lewis Hamilton in all this? We haven't heard from Lewis. Because it's Valtteri in second, Kimi in first. Gonna park it right on the apex.
Raikkonen is now the race leader.
He has been the race leader. Where have you been, Jeff?
The gap to the car ahead is 12.4 seconds.
12 seconds to Valtteri. Do you think we can make up 12 seconds before the end of this race? If you think I can make up 12 seconds, rate, comment, and subscribe. I don't know if we have that pace. We got a fresh front wing though. Until I ding it up again. Incoming mechanical failure for Valtteri Bottas. I don't expect that to actually happen. Remember though, we had really good pace on the hardest compound tire, the medium. So I think we'll be pretty good on this soft tire. Gonna find out. I remember the AI used to be very good in changeable conditions. I think they still are, but oh yeah, there you go.
That's a new fastest lap for the race.
See, I told you, we have really good pace. In the dry conditions. With a not broken car. Fix a broken car, and we have really good pace. See, purple sector, and our car is super good in the middle sector, so I really expect it to go purple through here. Purple. Not even really a push lap. Not even, what has happened to Lewis Hamilton in this race? Oh, purple laps. I'm about to show those Finns how it's done. Yes! Conquered. Dude, the lighting right there looks unreal. It is game on.
Gap to car in front is 10.3 seconds.
We're taking some of the gap out. Like I said, we got a good car. We can do this. Flat out this time. turning it up to 11 for the rest of this race. I wish I could ask where a specific driver is on track, because I don't know where Hamilton is. Kind of wait, yeah. Oh, Valtteri's in the lead now.
Bottas has just moved into first place.
Yep, I saw that. Purple again. Just setting in purple times. It's a shame we crashed in the pit lane. Had to take a few extra seconds to repair the front wing. Oh well. I feel really good about our car. So, gonna lift a little bit, save the tires. Spend that last lap really taking a lot out of them. So, we'll back it off for just a little bit. Not gonna back it off a ton, but not gonna take everything out of the tire yet. We still have a little more than 10 laps to go. 14, I think. I can see him now.
2.5 seconds out of them each lap. They're on fresh softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 39.7.
Dude, I'm so much faster than they are right now. They're doing 39s. I'm doing 1 minute 37s.
They're not going to be able to run in this engine mode much longer. We're about a lap over target. Drop down to mix too soon.
Seb is overpowered. We can keep this pace up, we'll be fine.
That's Kimi ahead. Our gap to the car in front is 5.8 seconds.
It's coming
You're
down.
gaining by 2 seconds a lap. They're on fresh softs. The time last lap was a 1:39.5. The gap to the car ahead is 4.9 seconds.
I'm coming for Kimmy. Going right after him. I got a bit sideways there. What the hell the car was doing there. I didn't want the car to turn that sharply. You're fighting up front, so that's going to help. No way should we even be an earshot within the lead, but we are. Thanks to the safety car bringing us back into the race and some of these weird conditions.
The gap to the car behind is 11.6 seconds.
Go for it. Go for it. I don't know what that sound was. Hopefully we still have a mic. Sometimes this mic is very weird. Audio will cut out randomly. Just heard a little small pop in my headphones, so a little bit nervous about that. We're catching them. This rate will catch them before the end of the race, so we'll be fine to overtake them. Will be some fuel saving involved. I mean, we're pumping in really decent laps right now. Swiggity swoogity. Seb is coming for that booty. There's that purple middle sector. Car is so good there. Hamilton now up to 4th. So there you go. Back to a pretty normal looking running order. Ricardo retiring has kind of changed things a little bit. We're going to have to start saving fuel a bit, so that's going to influence the race. I wonder what kind of times they're doing.
Bottas is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 2.0 seconds. The time last lap was a 1 minute 38.6.
They're doing 38s. Like they're way slower than I am. They're racing each other hard. I invite them to keep doing this because it brings me back into the race. Oh, lock up. Kimi locks up, but he takes the lead. Meanwhile, I'm just going to swoop in here and insert myself into this battle. DRS, baby. Oh, God. Here comes Sebastian Vettel. Oh God, Kimi. Goes defensive, fair enough. Insert that meme of Crofton saying, "Here comes Sebastian Vettel" from Spa 2018. Can't quite get Kimi. He's pretty quick through there. He went defensive, and I just did not feel like crashing. One thing to catch, it's another thing to overtake. Did get a good run out of the corner, unfortunately. Here we go. A little too far back, I think. Try and send it on our teammate, but I'm not. This is exactly the exit I need. Now I'm going to defend the outside. Okay, maybe I won't. Gosh dang it. Well, he left the door open. Oh! Good racing with Kimi. But I don't like what's happening because this is going to allow Hamilton to come back into this. Oh, and I'm going to have to save fuel. It's going to be a little tougher than I thought to go for this race win.
Gap behind is 11.5 seconds.
DRS. It's the two thing. Oh! Bottas is set. Oh, the dive bomb of the century. Oh, yes. And guess what? We have the lead. The fact Valtteri didn't have any DRS, that was crucial. It also meant I had to try and, I didn't even intend to outbrake Kimi. I just kind of ended up having to, the way that worked out. But I'll take it. It's a position up to the lead. Now we have to defend the lead. We have to do this on worn tires from two very quick drivers. I like our chances though. We've had really good pace. It's be a hell of a comeback drive. Shouldn't even be sniffing the lead. Just the way that this worked out. Oh my god, my cat is in front of the TV. Are you freaking kidding me right now? Get out of the way! Hey! Very fun times. Can we have DRS? I don't think he does. I have to save fuel, so. It's gonna kind of hamper me just a little bit. I think we got this in the bag.
laps of fuel remaining.
A little bit nervous. See, 2 fins are pretty quick. We already knew that. Kimi's quick in this game. Not fast enough right now. Wow, these tires are looking fine. We can push on these tires. Yeah, we pulled a huge gap now. One excellent win here, if we can hold on. If we can hold on. Still a lot of race still to go. Started 8th. On lap 1, we got turned by, we still don't know who turned me. Someone turned me on lap 1. Coming down through turn 2, into the barrier, broken front wing. Terrible grip, had to wait for all the traffic to pass to reverse back onto the track so I can get going again. Lost a ton of places. And lost a ton of time in the pits, pitting for medium tires and repairing the front wing. Dropped to dead last, and I've now brought it back into the lead. And also went a little too deep in the pit lane in wet conditions and just couldn't slow down and broke my front wing in the pit lane. Of course, I don't think that really impacted us as much because I think that was under a safety car if that happened, but it still had an impact on the race. The safety car brought us back into it, plus the wet conditions, just the weird changing conditions and throwing the AI off has also helped us out a bit to bring this one back. Car feels good. Another Steam Workshop setup that just feels great. A little bit too wide out of that corner. Didn't seem like it would be our day at the start. I think without the safety car, it would be a completely different race for us. We wouldn't be within an earshot of maybe an earshot of a podium, but definitely not the win. That's why you persist, you stick with it, you keep going. Never give up. couple more laps left. Just gotta hang in here. Just hang right in here. See, they're still there. They're right there in my rear view.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
The fuel saving is slowing me down and keeping them in touch. Mainly, I think. Just trying not to do too much excess fuel burn right now. I'm going to use a slower engine mode to save the fuel back. Two laps left. And epic race this has been. Hopefully the back markers don't hold me up too much. Thank you, Alonso. Red line gets out of the way. Is that going to influence the Raikkonen-Bottas battle going on behind me? See? I don't think Kimi has DRS off me. I think he's a little too far behind. He does have a slipstream. Gotta watch fuel burn on this lap to see. We're just barely in the green.
This
Now
is
we're
your
in the red.
final lap of the race.
It's going to be very close on fuel. I don't know if Kimi has any to spare. I don't. Purple middle sector. Save this back in the last couple corners. This fuel that we're burning. I hope we can. It's gonna be checkered flag and a P1. Yes!
Great drive. We did it. Good job.
Grazie ragazzi. Ah! Never give up. Never give up. Ah! Comeback victory in China. Amazing. It sets us up nicely for Bahrain.
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt.
Oh yes.
Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
Oh
I
yes.
feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
And just in time as well for the Hurricanes game to start. Which starts in half an hour. Sebastian Vettel on the podium as a winner.
And after this round of the World
Wow.
Championship, here's
What
how
a
things look in the
freaking
drivers'
race.
table. It's a good result for Sebastian Vettel, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Moving on to the driver of the day then, Anthony Davidson. Who would
Seb.
you go for?
I'm going to say Stoffel Van Dorn.
What?
He was probably one of his best
Oh,
drives
come
this
on.
season. I was thoroughly impressed.
And here's how things are shaping up in the
4
Constructors' Championship.
stops.
Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
2 of those stops came under the safety cars from Super Soft, and then everyone came in for inters. So 2 of those stops did come under safety car conditions. We stopped on lap 1 with damage for medium tires, and you can see the stents there. There's the full stent, a 36. So I did my fastest lap, a 36 at the end of the race. So I think I had the fastest lap of anybody in this race. Incidents. Yeah, I had the fastest lap out of anyone at the very end of the race there. I do want to see who crashed into me from Lights Out. Started P8, turn 1, lap 1, trying to just keep it clean, and we did a pretty good job keeping it clean. Very relaxed. Pretty wide through there, and then you're gonna see, oh, Massa is the one that turned me. And you see there I go right there behind the Pirelli sign into the barrier. So I guessed it was Lance Stroll, but it was not Stroll. It was the other Williams driver that spun me. Oh, so frustrating. So we'll see the onboard here. Turn 1, lap 1. And deciding to overtake Massa was actually my undoing here. It didn't matter in the end. See, I'm staying out of trouble. I'm minding my own business, and then I just get turned into the barrier. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. So let's see this from Felipe's perspective. Aggressive with Max through turn 1. It's me on the right. Oh, they're making contact there behind, and then he makes contact with me. Oh. So he and, is that Ocon? Who is the driver that he's fighting with here? It's, yeah, this is Ocon. So he's fighting with Ocon. They make contact here, fighting for position. And then they both get into each other, and that spins me. So the 2 of them colliding into each other actually ended up spinning me. And here it is from Romain Grosjean's perspective. And Grosjean ended up behind me after the pit stop. Hulkenberg gets turned. So who was directly behind this incident? It was a Toro Rosso. Let's see, there I go, being spun. So did Grosjean like crash or something through here? No, doesn't look like he damaged anything. Here it is from Nico Hulkenberg's perspective. It's me there on the inside in the Ferrari. Then he gets slightly turned. AI getting all sorts of out of shape through there. There I go. And imagine commentary's Crofty, or commentary. Crofty's commentary on that one. When Seb gets spun there, you can imagine what he would be saying on the broadcast. Oh man. AI on the first lap. So see how they're tangling? They get tangled together, and that actually pushes Massa into me. So that's really Ocon's fault. He should have backed out of that. All right. Oh, that's going to do it. Let's call it a Grand Prix. On to the next one in Bahrain. Bahrain International Circuit. This is always a pretty good track for me. So coming to Bahrain with 2 wins feels awesome. Makes me think that we're going to have a good chance at this. Or at least I'm hopeful we'll have a good chance at it. I gotta find a Steam Workshop setup for this. We're gonna do this tomorrow. It's gonna be a double header tomorrow with
Welcome
this
to
track
the deserts of Bahrain,
in
where the
Sochi.
Formula One circus has rolled into town. We're expecting the cars to appear out on track shortly to start today's practice session. Anthony Davidson is here as usual to help take us through the action. And Ants, I've seen some questions on social media and other places about this current crop of F1 cars and why they're so much faster now, despite being significantly heavier than the previous generations of machines. Take us through that one.
I'd be happy to, Crofty. And simply put, it's a matter of grip. Now, that comes from 2 sources. You have what we call mechanical grip, which comes from the surface of the tyre sticking to the road. And these tyres are significantly wider now when compared to previous years, so they have the potential for more mechanical grip. Then you have the downforce, of course, which pushes the car into the road as the air moves over it, thus generating grip. And these cars have about 20% more downforce, which is more than enough to overcome the added weight.
No, just you wait until we get to Monaco. All right, so this is going to be saved for later. We'll just do the same thing as last night. Quit the main menu. That was a fun race. The comeback effort. All right, we'll be back tomorrow with Bahrain. I'm going to call it here.